baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the New York Mets taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Philadelphia Phillies.
Just about set to go, and on the hill, the big righty, Zach Wheeler. What do you have on him?
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
All right, ready to get underway. And stepping in for New York, Francisco Lindor. That one missed. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Here's a 1-1. And that one fouled off. This one in the air. Boom. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
One down, base is empty. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
One down. And next for the Mets, Mark Vientos. There's the strike.
0-1.
Soto leads off first with one away. Check swing, called strike.
0-2 is the count.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty.
No, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with two strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. And that's in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Two outs. Alonso checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. No swing. He held up. Darryl Parker with the call there. Pitch misses, and the count is even 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Mets strand 1. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back at Citizens Bank Park. And starting this one, Kodai Senga. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Bottom of the first. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Just missed. And a foul ball. Swings and misses, went with the sweeper.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he dodges that fastball. That one is absolutely belted. Gone. He dunks it off the foul pole. He nails one out to right. It's 1-0.
That's a great way to fire up this crowd. They're feeling it now. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Here's Trey Turner. This one smoked. Could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Batting fourth.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos.
Castellanos.
And foul ball. Turner, the runner at second with 1 away. And that skips in the dirt. Runner takes off for third. There's a ball. Throw to third. He's safe.
Aye.
Runner on at third, one gone.
2 strikes.
This one in the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. On the ground right side, McNeil sends it to first. Out number 2, and another run comes in.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
And now it's Alec Bohm.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
2 outs, base is empty. Next offering is in for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Popped up. Lindor. That is the inning. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We move on to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia. It's the Phillies 2 and the Mets nothing. Back here in Philadelphia, all set for the start of the inning. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Wheeler back to work. And that's in for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
And the righty deals. Sneaks through, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Jesse Winker.
Here's Jesse Winker. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Wheeler with a throw over. Dives back, and he's out.
Man, you're feeling so good. You just got the knock. You're on base, and then right away you get picked off. That's just a tough one to swallow, especially after leading off an inning with a single.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 2. 1 out, base is empty. On the ground, right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw comes in too late, and they don't get an out on the play.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
So up next for New York, Tyrone Taylor. Swinging a foul straight back. The 0-1. On the ground to third, and that's a fair ball. quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Back-to-back singles, turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
At the plate, Francisco Alvarez. That's a little bit low.
Well, he's just given up
Count
3
1-0.
straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Swing and a foul out of play. Next pitch misses way outside. Winker on second. Taylor over at first with one away. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
2 on, 1 out.
The count's full.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. Just like that, they move in front. It's 3-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
One out, base is empty. Jeff McNeil stands in. And the first
that's off
pitch
the plate.
misses for ball 1. Right through there for a strike. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Next pitch in for a strike. Now 1-2.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. So the lineup flips over. Now it's the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. He popped out his first time. And that one fouled off. 2 gone, base is empty, but 3 runs across here at the top of the second. Out towards right center field. Marsh on the move. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Mets get 3 on this homer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show.
But my mojo right and my motor right, so I roll the dice, so I seize the day. I'm blowing up, I'm blowing up, I'm blowing up, I'm blowing up. I think that's all I'm in.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Max Kepler at the plate.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
That one finds the zone, and 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. Bet the hands are still stinging after that one.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Nasty fork ball for strike 3. And now it's JT Realmuto. Gets him to chase after that one.
0-1's the count.
One down, Phillies down a run. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Lindor puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
This is Bryson Stott. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Got him looking. That K is his 3rd of the game. Down quickly go the Phillies. They're down 3-2. Back here in Philadelphia, new inning getting started. Juan Soto now.
Well, he's back out here for the 3rd, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some. I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Marsh sizing this one up. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Mark.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Caught looking his first time up. Vientos measures 6 feet 4 inches, hitting 3rd in the lineup, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2017. Check swing, called strike. And the next pitch is way outside. And there's the strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
That misses the zone. The count now 2-2. Outside with a breaking ball. Three-2 now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
That's ball four. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
The first baseman, Pete.
Runner on at first with one gone. Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Pete Alonso. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Fastball is outside. Vientos leads off first with one away. Right through there for a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Now he breaks his bat, pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
On the ground, right side. Slings to first. Out number 3. Mets lead 1, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. And we're back. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate.
The center fielder,
And the first offering is not close. And a breaking ball misses outside. There's a swing and a drive. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
So the Philly batting order turns over. Here comes Schwartz to the plate. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. No outs. Runner on second. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Up and in, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And a good eye there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the last half of the 3rd. Goes down looking. Here's Turner now. Doubled in his first AB.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone. And the runner stays where he is. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
Here's Bryce Harper. Struck out swinging his first time. Squirts away a little bit, but no advance. That's ball 1. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Runner at second, 2 down. Swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That misses, and it's 2-2. Dives, but it's off his glove. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And the defense comes away with nothing.
No, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Going away. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run! He rocketed that one out of here. And it gives them the lead in the third. It's 5-3. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. That's just a great feeling as a hitter. You let the ball travel, tracked it pretty nicely. He's almost beat there, but he gets the bat head in time, and it's true enough to stay fair. I mean, that's a good feeling when you can hit an opposite field home run, and he did it right there.
That's hard hit on the line. And that is that. Phils get 3 on this long ball. It's now a 5-3 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, out of the 4th. So now here's the Mets DH, Jesse Winker. Swinging a foul straight back.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
That one ripped. Way back there. And it is out of here. That's one way to quiet the crowd. It's 5-4. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
So up next, Tyrone Taylor. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Fastball for a strike.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Check swing. Went around, and it's 0-2.
0-2 is the count. Ball.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Top half of inning number 4. Got him swinging.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Alvarez in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Pitches in there, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Two the count.
And it remains 2-2. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Kepler moving under this one. Squeezes it, and there's 2 down. And now here's Jeff McNeil. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
McNeil.
In there for strike 1. That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. It's now a 5-4 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back at Citizens Bank Park, bottom of the 4th, now batting Max Kepler.
Boog, I never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career, just the old Veteran Stadium in Philadelphia, but the crowds here are just as energetic now as they were at that old park. And trust me, as an outfielder visiting town, you're going to hear it from the fans out there in the bleachers. You know, these Phils doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the starter work really hard out there.
And there's one down.
Like I said, his pitch count is high, so I got to expect they'll be turning to their bullpen sooner than they had hoped.
Going to bring up JT Realmuto. Flied out his first time. That one fouled off. One down, base is empty. He swings and fouls one off. Next offering is in the dirt.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
And there's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
The batter,
They're back in trouble, Boog, and it's just been like this for him most of the game. They've been all over him since his first pitch, and I think he's got a very short leash right now. Really needs to lock it down here.
So a man aboard and digging in for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. Off the mark there. 1-0. Realmuto, the base runner at first with one out. And another ball.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Fastball for a strike. Move to first. Realmuto back in there. Next pitch inside, and a full count now. Runner on the go. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Kodai Senga out of the game, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Sean Reed Foley gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
So digging in, Brandon Marsh. A double and a run scored his first time up. That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Missed with a changeup, and now it's even 1-1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
2 strikes.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Here comes Realmuto around third. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead. To third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with one gone. Kyle Schwarber will come up. He's already homered here in this one. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball one.
No strike.
Next offering is fouled back. Runners are at the corners, one away. Line drive, caught.
From up here, it looked like that liner might be splitting the gap in right center. That's one of those atom balls you just have to live with as a hitter.
Trey Turner at the plate. 1 for 2.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Runners on first and third, 2 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that drops foul. The shortstop takes the ball.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
2 on, 2 outs. Fights that one away. Still 1 and 2. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We played 4. It's the Phillies 6 and the Mets 4. We go to the top of the 5th. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate.
Well, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. And that's a leadoff double.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And now it's Juan Soto. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-0.
Well, these Mets, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've launched 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Ball.
In the dirt, blocked.
2-0.
Lindor at second with nobody out. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one inside. Look out.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Caught him looking for the K.
Oh, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Vientos
Nope,
at the plate and takes high there. Man at second. That one ripped. And out of here. He sends a rocket to left. It's 6-6.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Alonso up for the third time here, watches that one miss. Two runs across in the inning, and we're at the top of the fifth. Strike one.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and he reaches safely.
The left fielder, number 9, Brandon.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Zach Wheeler won't go any further, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
New
the
pitcher
Phillies,
now, Tanner Banks.
number 58.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Brandon Nimmo getting ready to hit. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
That's too low. Yeah, the count 1-2. A swing and a soft liner. And that's a fair ball. Alonso headed for third. The throw in. And he's safe. So it's first and third with one down.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
First and third, one down. Turner. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Now batting.
Oh, that was a great chance to turn 2 with the 6-4-3 right there, but the feed to second, maybe the most important part of starting that double play, just didn't get it right there. And these players work on it a lot during batting practice, and that feed's not on point. Very difficult for the second baseman to make the turn.
And stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Little bouncer out in front of the plate. Slings to first in time.
The catcher, number 4, Francisco Alvarez.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. He's already homered in this game.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
First pitch, not close.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
The lefty to 1-0. And the slider just misses.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Now 3-0.
Not really attacking on the mound in this at bat. All breaking balls, so that makes me think they're not really wanting to challenge him here.
Second and third, 2 down. And that'll load the bases.
Oh, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
So bases all loaded up. And next for the Mets, Jeff McNeil. 0 for 2 in this one. And a curve is down and in. Breaking ball through there for a strike. 2 outs. Bases are full. Line drive, base hit. 1 runs in. A second scores as well, and they're up by 3.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Good pitch, slider down and away, just stayed down and threw it nicely. It's such an easy pitch to pull off of because you're probably thinking fastball down the middle initially.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. And that is out of play. The other way. Nice grab. All in all, 10 come to the plate. They bat around at 5 score. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 9 and the Phillies 6. Back here in Philadelphia, and here's the first baseman, Bryce Harper. Reed Foley back to work. And a foul ball.
Well, these Phillies putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
That's inside.
That's inside.
That misses. It's 2-2. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
And the batter now, Nick Castellanos. First pitch misses.
Ball 1, no strike.
Stay hot up there.
Fought off foul. Harper gets his lead at first with nobody out. Close, but called a ball. 2-1. Fastball is outside. And that's hammered into right field. That's a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
But when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like you did right there.
And here comes Alec Bohm. And ball 1.
That pitch is out.
Next pitch is
that ball went out.
outside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Slapped foul. Swings and misses. It's 2-2.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
And now it's filled up. First and second, no outs. Last half of inning number 5. And a swing and a miss. And 1 gone.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
And here is Max Kepler. That clips the corner.
0-1's the count.
Two on, 1 out. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
That was a nice bid right there to try to tie up this ball game. Just couldn't keep it from bending foul. He looked locked in on that swing. Pitcher better be careful with him right now.
Ball 1 there.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
The 1-2. And there's a ball. Next offering upstairs.
That's a really good take.
JT Realmuto next to bat for Philadelphia. Three-two. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Now batting, the catcher, JT Realmuto.
Here comes Realmuto. Up and in, and that is ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. A.J. Minter up and loosening in the pen. Buto also getting ready. And fouled off. Two outs. In the dirt. Not in time. He's safe. Castellanos up to second. Runner at third holds, so both runners are now in scoring position. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Phillies leave a couple, so the deficit remains 9-6.
Down the young and what I owed him. Trying to fit into an aura that I'm molded.
We're back, and they make a change to start the sixth. The new pitcher, Joe Ross.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's Juan Soto, 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Oh, that hit him. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the out. Definitely some concern here. That ball came back and got him right on the pitching arm, as you can see him trying to shake it off.
And if nothing else, you worry about him getting some dead arm and losing some feeling. But from what I can tell, I think they're going to let him continue, and that's a really good sign.
So up next, Mark Vientos. Can't forget the two-run shot he launched out of here in the fifth.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
And it's fouled away. Ross, in his 8th season, he features a slider, a sinker, a four-seamer, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. Broken bat, roller to first. And it's off the bag. And they get the out after the ricochet.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Here's Pete Alonso. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Next offering is downstairs. And that's downstairs and outside.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
Pitch misses, and now 3-1. And that drops in for a strike.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Pulls it in on the warning track. So they go quietly there. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Mets 9 and the Phillies 6. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Danny Young. And stepping in is the speedy Bryson Stott. He is struck out and he is walked. That misses the zone. Ball one. And that's in for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
And a ground ball to first, and that's just foul. Starting to go after it. Now a look down to third, and he held back, according to Dave Lawrence. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. Ball one, no strikes. Young is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. Two balls, no strikes to count.
Yeah, he stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom or at the top on the edges. And because of that, if you do get it in the air, it's usually just a high fly ball. And when it's down in the zone, it's on the ground.
He's so consistent that the manager basically can look at it like he's got 3 outs sitting in his pocket. That shortens the game. Next offering is in for a strike.
When he takes the mound, you feel like, hey, this inning is wrapped or this ball game is over. He's just that good, and you can see it in opposing hitters as well.
Misses, and now it's 3-2.
They know when he comes in, pretty much forget about it. Kind of reminds me of Mariano Rivera.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Soto makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Kyle.
So the batting order turns over. Here's a big power threat. Kyle Schwarber. That one in the dirt. Ball one. The Mets leading by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Two down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that one
ball two.
Cutting but missing down low.
Yep.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Alvarez down to first with it. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Offense held in check there. We're through 6 full. It's the Mets 9 and the Phillies 6. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jose Alvarado.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Brandon Nimmo now at the plate. Outside low, and that's ball one. And that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Now it's going to be Jesse Winker. And that one hit 97 on the gun. And the 1-0. Fouled off left side.
Let's go, Philadelphia.
Inside. And it's 2-1. Right through there for a strike. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Nimmo on at first, nobody out. Swing and a pop-up. Turner should have it. Hauls it in for the out. One down.
Up next to the bat, the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
So up next for New York, Tyrone Taylor. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful.
Come on, Phil.
And there's a strike. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
Okay with the count.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
And a swing and a miss. That's out number 2.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. And he had a big swing of the bat early on in the ballgame.
Yep, a 3-run rocket back in the second. Even though it was early, a big homer like that can be tough to come back from when you're on the other end of that thing. I mean, it's tough. Sets up an uphill battle the rest of the way.
Step off, throw to first, and he dives back in safely. That's in for a strike. That one ripped, but foul. Line drive, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
McNeil.
Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB. Well, bottom of the order here, Boog. You got to go right after this guy.
As they look to pick up an add-on run. And the number 9 guy at the plate. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. First and second, 2 down. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And that drops in for a strike. That one not close. Going to count 1 and 2. Got him. And that's the third out. 2 left for the Mets, and they won't add to their 9-6 lead. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jose Butto. Trey Turner now. The Phils in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
That catches the corner.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at bat.
The shortstop takes the ball. Check swing, and he went. Yeah, the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
And a swing and a miss, and now 1 away. Here's Harper now, the first overall pick back in 2010. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Next pitch is downstairs. Action in the Mets bullpen. A.J. Minter preparing to come on if needed. One down, base is empty. Outside, and it's 2-1. Now one missed. Foul ball there. In the air on the infield, Lindor. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting the right fielder,
Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. And that's
Inside,
off
ball
the
one.
inside edge. 1-0. Late on that fastball.
1-1.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike. The Phillies trailing by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. Next offering misses, and the count's even at 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one just misses.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Into center. That one gets down for a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
And that one's a little bit low, and it's 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
2-2 now. And that just misses.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
And that one is lifted in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Max Kepler stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 3 in this one. That one outside, and that's ball 1.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
1 strike.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Castellanos, the runner at third. Bohm at first. 2 out of the inning. The tying run at the plate. Got him swinging for the K. Tied him up on a fastball inside. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jose Ruiz.
Now pitching for the Phillies, number 66, Jose Ruiz.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. 1 for 4 with a double. Just missed. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Matt Strom, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Lindor swings through that one.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And that's in the dirt.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And down on strikes. One away.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else and you can't pull the trigger.
Ground ball right side. Stop. They get the out on Soto.
Now batting, third baseman, Mark Vientos.
2 outs, base is empty. Mark Vientos digs in now. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Castellanos ranges back. Way back, out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 10-6. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across, and we're in the top of the 8th. And a swing and a miss.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Struck him out swinging. He swung over top of the curveball. The Mets add 1 to their lead on this solo shot. It's now a 4-run game at 10-6. You're dialed into the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Daniel Nunez.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Here's JT Realmuto. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Next offering is down low. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Down.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
You know, Boog, you often think a slider's more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
On the ground, and it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second, and he's in with a stand-up double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
1 out. Runner at second. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. On the ground, right side. McNeil fires to first in time.
Now back, the designated hitter, Kyle.
And now, Kyle Schwarber, first-round pick out of Indiana back in 2014. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Action in the pen down there. Ryan Stanek, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Garrett getting cranked up as well. Close one, doesn't get the call. And a count even 1-1. Stop on third with 2 out. Well struck, right field. Forget it! He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 10-8. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden, they're back in this ballgame.
So 2 away with nobody on. And now Trey Turner, the shortstop, takes the ball. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 2. Nunez maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Upstairs, and that is ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Dedniel Nunez done for the night. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. So they turn to their closer, Edwin Diaz.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Here is Bryce Harper.
And things could change quickly here with one swing.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. And gone! He shoots one out to right. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 10-10. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Castellanos stands in now and watches strike 1.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
2 outs. Fouled off down the right side. He goes down looking. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And it's now a 10-10 tie. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. All set to start the 9th in this one. And stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo.
The left fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Ruiz back to work. And that's outside. And it's 1-0. Movement in the bullpen. Jordan Romano, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Strom also throwing. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. A towering shot. And the Mets jump in front. It's 11-10. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball. Excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Jose Ruiz won't go any further, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now
pitching change here. Orion Kerkering.
Orion Kerkering.
So now here's the Mets DH, Jesse Winker. That's outside. Ball 1. Kerkering, a 6'2" righty, 23 years old. And he was a 5th round pick in 2022. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. That one in there across the letters.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
That's to third. Boom. Throws out to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
The batter, the center fielder,
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Tap foul at the plate.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position. And that's what he does.
Swings and misses at the sweeper.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Swing and a ground ball. Throws to first in time. He's out.
Hey, partner, how's your scorecard looking right now?
Little dicey, kind of hieroglyphics style at the moment. You know what it's like, Singy? Remember our trip to London, Yankees and Red Sox in 2019? I think there were 50 runs scored in the 2 games combined. My scorecard was ugly for that series. Alvarez in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. And you use like 5 different colors of pens, so like it's just a mosaic over there.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're always judging the different pens. That, you know, I get the skinny scoring pen, and then I have the red, and then the black, and then I got a highlighter. So there is a lot going on. Stays alive. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. High in the air, out to right. Castellanos pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. And some late inning drama here in the ninth as this homer gives them the lead. We head now to the bottom of the ninth. Back after this on the show. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth, A.J. Minter.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Boom. In the box now. Take strike one. Late swing. Fouled off. That one misses. 1-2 to count.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Next to hit, Max Kepler. 0 for 4 with a pair of strikeouts and a pair of flyouts.
At the ball.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. A 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Right through there for a strike. Looking to get the tying run on base. This one popped up. And it drops in.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found a way.
And now it is JT Realmuto. Out of line, out towards center. Taylor snags it on the run.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
So they're down to their final out. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies.
Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
That's in there, and it's 0-1.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Now 1-1. Headed towards the corner. Nimmo running hard to get it. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Minter is just 1 strike away. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. Lifted to left, and this should do it. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Well, you take a tie ball game into the ninth on the road, you know that you've got some work to do. You got to score, but then you've also got to get 3 outs in the bottom half of that inning. They did just that today. Very well played ball game. Get this win on the road. Everybody's happy with the W.